Okay. All right. Okay. Is this working now? Now, oh my gosh. What is happening? This is why I never try. Because now I do have a microphone. That's working. Shut up, not sure. Yes. Now, is this finally working? Can you hear me? Because I know you can't see me. Okay, it does look like it's working. Now, why is the capture device, like why is the video, okay, it's working, but the camera's not working. And oh my stars and garters, what has happened? I can see and hear stuff. You can see stuff, but you can't see me. And honestly, that's the most important thing. So let's see what we got. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, there we go. All right. Okay, and then the chat box. Apparently, okay, we got the chat box here. Let me see. Unlock, hide it, bring it back. No, chat box isn't working. Don't know what that's about. Yeah, I had to log in and log out of Streamlabs. There I am. We're back. Yes, you can see I mean, the world is complete when Not Sure is here. Then I know something is right. That Not Sure and Henna and Matthew are here. It's going to be a good stream. It's going to be a good stream tonight. I have that feeling. It got off to a bit of a rocky start, and then I wasn't able to get onto the mobile stream on YouTube, but I am on Twitch or Kick. For whatever reason, I just picked one of those. I was like, all right, I'm going to pick one. So I'm on Twitch or Kick. So if somebody wants to check those out, it's rush hour here. That's right. All right. So I think we can start the show. I think we can start the stream. How's it? Not Sure is back in town. Wait, or he's back on the stream, and that's really what matters most. He's back on the stream. Okay. So I wanted to fix a long-standing issue. We're just jumping right into it. Because I get a lot of gruff from you guys because I don't actually program enough. Like people talk about it, like, who was it? I forget that guy's name. His name was like Circle of Will or something like that. Like he came in and he was like, every time I check out your stream, you're never programming. So tonight it's all about the programming. It's all about writing code. So this is the issue right here. So this set destination, I'm just noticing that is here. Wait a minute. Okay. So what we're looking at is we're looking at the pursue state. So when an NPC is chasing either the player or another NPC, this is the state that they're in. And what I was doing is I was saying, okay, so the NPC that's doing the chasing, he has a detection range. So if the thing that he's chasing gets outside of that detection range, then the NPC doing the chasing is like, all right, I give up, and he's going to go back to doing whatever he was doing. And then that's where you see that we pop the state. Yeah, pop state right here. So, and this was something that Matthew and I were talking about last night, where like he was looking at some book and they were saying that they use a previous state, which I guess would be fine, right? Like, so this came up a little bit in Discord because you could use a previous state right here, like, return to the previous state. For whatever reason, I chose to use a stack just cause. I don't like, well, first of all, I think a stack, it's a little easier to undo everything. Like if there's some special condition where you want to clear out the previous state or all previous states, it's a little easier to just kind of like clear the stack. Maybe, I guess. But actually that's kind of like iffy. I don't know that I really have any solid justification for using a stack over a previous state pointer other than it just felt better. Like, and that's what I said last night on Discord. It just like, this was just like one of those things where it was just like, it felt like a hunch told me that maybe a stack would be better here. Don't know how accurate it is, could be completely wrong, but for whatever reason, that's just kind of like what felt right to me at the time. But here's the issue. So if the thing that it is chasing, let me pull up the ancient programmer tool. Every programmer has used this tool, and the more advanced you get, the more advanced features of this tool you use. So what we have is we have the guy doing the chasing. We're going to do C for chaser, and then over here is the T for the target he's chasing. So, and then now there's going to be a distance between them, because there's always a distance between them, right? Just like you and my heart, there is always a distance between us. So here's D, right? And that's, so if, as long as, and then blah, 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 blah. Let's say that the maximum detection distance is here, right? So what I'm saying is if T goes outside of this distance, then C is going to stop chasing T. But as long as T is inside of this max distance, which we're going to say max D, right? Like who doesn't love the max D, right? No, as long as the T is within that max D, C is going to continuously be recalculated, is going to continuously be doing this, set destination, which is a little bit of a performance issue. That could be a little bit of a performance issue. Not sure says, I feel like a genius staying on the West Coast. Only sirs use stacks. Only sirs use stacks? I don't get that. But so are you still in Seattle? Are you still? Hey, I'm actually going to your homeland on Saturday. Not sure. I am going to Rome. So yeah. So tell your family to to set an extra plate at the dinner table, because I'll be there looking for some spaghetti. I hope that there is marinara sauce everywhere. I just want lasagna and spaghetti everywhere. That's what I'm picturing. Okay. So what I want to do is. So basically, you can see this is update. So as long as this D is less than or equal to this MD, we're calling set destination every frame, every update. And set destination could be expensive. It can be. So we're going to fix that. I can give you a good restaurant. Well, you could just recommend one that I could eat at. I don't need to be owner. I mean, if it's a successful restaurant, sure, give it to me. Like, I'd appreciate that. But I mean, just tell me the name and I can go eat there. You don't have to give me an entire restaurant. That's actually a lot of responsibility that I don't want. You know, like I felt, so in my bedroom here, the master bedroom, when I moved into this house, I had the entire HVAC system. Well, I had the HVAC unit replaced, right? Because it was like 15 years old. And even though it worked, it was like, I am super picky when it comes to temperature, right? If it is too hot, I am miserable. So I was like, I'm buying this house. I need to make sure that the AC, because it gets fucking hot as hell, I need to make sure the AC is on point and it will work appropriately. Will work as designed, right? So I had the HVAC system replaced. Well, when I had them do that, I had them install a mini duct or a mini split or whatever it's called. Like they use them in Europe a lot. I had one installed in my master bedroom. Now, I've already had to have it replaced, but we won't talk about that. So, but anyway, so in the summer, it's perfect, right? Because like I don't have to worry about trying to cool down the entire house. I can just pump that thing up so that it cools my bedroom down to like 66 degrees at night, and I'm perfect. But of course, in the winter, when it's cold, the house doesn't hold heat that well. And that room does not really get cooled down well, and it doesn't get heated up well. So we've been using the mini duct for heat, and for the past 2 or 3 nights, it hasn't really been working. And I'm like, what the hell? I literally just had it replaced in 2024, and here it's not even 2 years later, and I'm already like having to call, like, hey, can you come out and look at it? So I go online, and I do the whole reset thing, and it's still not working. And then I end up talking to one of the guys I call the place, and I'm like, hey, your piece of shit's not working. Get the fuck out here and fix it now. Wasn't a little nicer, you know. So you attract more flies with sugar than, well, or whatever it's called. The thing. So he's like, well, just go out. He's like, make sure that the unit outside isn't clogged up. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I go out there. And like there's snow on it, but it's not that bad. So I'm like, all right. So I take the shovel and I'm digging out the snow, and I see there's a fan in there, but the fan's sitting perfectly still, even though the unit on the inside is on. And I'm like, okay. So I take like a little stick and I just start spinning the fan, just like with the stick. I'm just like hitting the fan, and then suddenly the fan kicks to life. And I'm like, oh shit. And then I go inside. And suddenly it starts working. I fixed it. And I'm like, yeah, I am a handyman now. Yes. You got to understand, like, I am like the least handyman person ever. Like, I am the antithesis of a handyman. So, yeah. Wait, did we fix this? I was just looking at this. Set destination. We did fix this. Okay, so I already took care of this. I just don't remember taking care of it. If time.t is greater than or equal to last destination update. Okay, so we handled this already. All right, I don't remember doing this. I don't remember doing that at all. Wow, but I guess I did. Yeah, so basically all I'm doing is controls how often the destination is updated. So that's half a second. I don't know, Matthew. Do you think updating it every half a second, that's a little too much? Maybe once a second it should be updated? I'm gonna go with once a second. Updating the path once a second. No, but there was something I didn't do here because this is a time interval. So basically it's saying, okay, set the destination set the target that C is going to. Boom, once a second. But why do we have to constantly do this? Because in my example, T is moving. That's why. So C is chasing T. So T's moving. So if T's moving, we want to update it. So I guess we could also look to make sure that the current position, that's another thing we could do, is to make sure that we could save off last target position. So let's see, target position is vector 3. So we could just make sure we're not calling it, let's see, private vector 3 last target position equals vector, yeah, fine. No, vector 3, 0, whatever. And then we just save it off, right? So last, yes. And then we're going to make sure that we don't want to call set destination if we're already at that destination, right? So if we're chasing T and then for whatever reason T stops moving, there's no reason to update the destination. And I'm trying to think of what's cheaper, to do a vector comparison or an addition with a comparison. What is cheaper, right? So if last target position, yeah, I guess we could do it that way. And then we might as well just keep this, right? If time is less than or equal, but then we got to do that. No, I don't like that either. Right, so let me look at this. Okay, so what we have here. All right, so basically what we're saying is if the last target position equals if we're already going to the position that the thing is at, then don't do anything. Don't do anything. And also, if it's not time to update, don't do anything either. And then we do all our updating as needed. I just really want to know. Now I'm thinking about I don't even know how branch prediction works with C#. Can you do branch prediction optimization in .NET? Is that a thing? I'm assuming it is. Well, I think I might be thinking about this a little too much. I might be overthinking this. All right. So what we could do instead is just leave it alone. We'll just do this. Okay. So we're not updating the position. Or rather, if the position hasn't updated, we're not changing it. And if it's not time to, we're not going to change it. Was there anything else? I think that's probably it. All right, so that's just a small, another small optimization. But now I'm wondering, is that really an optimization at all? Because now we're adding more. Yeah, I think it is. Okay, that's valid. All right. So the first thing that I had on my list, we're already doing. Sweet. So let me see. Let me get my notes out here. So I had a little sticky pad here. Improve pursuit logic. Enemy pursue where set destination is called too often. Okay, so we did that already. This one is done. All right, look at that. We can mark that off. Okay, having NPCs command another NPC or player to go back inside. Now, this is a tricky one. And we started talking about this a little bit last night on Discord. So here's the thought here. Let me explain my thought. So let's say that we're inside this apartment, that we're inside this building here, and you can see we have 2 guards outside. So if this would move out of the way, move, come back. Oh, my stars and garters. What? Oh my God, stop. No. Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay. So, oh, sweet Jesus. Everything over here is gone too. Okay. Indeed, I am. I want to be okay, my friend Nick says he wants to be a guest on the stream. Well, you got to come in the chat room first. I mean, he's probably already left the chat room. So, no. If Nick was going to be a guest on the stream, he'd be here for the first 4 minutes and then he'd leave. Okay, so what this second sticky note is, where did it go? This sticky note right here. So what this, oh, Jesus. So what this is if I'm inside the building, what happens right now is if the guard sees anybody, if the guard sees an NPC or a player, basically the guards just start, they're like, you know what, just start shooting and ask questions never, like just basically, which is kind of like the North Korean policy in terms of like people trying to escape the country. So, oh man, I've been watching documentaries on, wait, where did it go? On, what's her name? Kim Yo-jung? No, that's not her. Is it one? Yes. So this is Kim Jong-un's little sister, Kim Yo-jung, and people say that she is the second in command. Should anything happen to Kim Jong-un, then Kim Yo-jung would take over as supreme leader of North Korea. However, people are now theorizing that there could be some turbulence, that there could be a little trouble because Kim Jong-un, in like the past year, he has been very public with his daughter, and I forget her name. What's her name? But the daughter is like 11 years old. So the daughter, so if Kim Jong-un passed away today, how old is he? Is he even in his 40s? Okay, he's 42, 43, somewhere around there. So he has a daughter. Let's look at her name. Okay, Dennis Rodman, after visiting to reported that they had a second newborn child, a daughter named Ju-ae, but I don't know if that's the one. Let me see. Okay, North Korean reported first time that Kim Jong was married to Roy Seo-ju. All right. Ri Soo-ju. Ri is who is believed to be in her early 20s, blah, 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 according to North Korean analysts. Okay. All right. So anyway, so apparently they have this like 12, 13, 14-year-old daughter. And so it's a big question as to it's obvious that Kim Jong-un is kind of grooming this this daughter of his to kind of take over one day, right? Because this is a very family it's not patriarchal if the woman if there's going to be a female taking over, but it's very like a keep it in the family kind of thing, like keep the ruler in the family. And he doesn't have a son. Kim Jong-un has no son, and so there's no male heir apparent. And so it's like this big thing as to what would happen if Kim Jong-un died tomorrow? People are people pretty much assumed that Kim Il-jung would take over North Korea. And then there's a question, but would she, what is it called? Like regent, like a leader regent or something like that. Basically where she is the leader until, that she would be the leader until the daughter is old enough to kind of become the leader. And then, but remember Kim Jong-un, he was not the original, heir apparent. Like he had an older brother, and then the older brother fell out of favor when he got caught going to Japan with a fake passport because he wanted to go to Disney World, Japan. And so at that point, Kim Jong-il, or his father, Kim Jong-il was like, no, you know what? You're no son of mine. Instead, Kim Jong-un is going to take over. And then when Kim Jong-un took over, he had his older brother killed. Now, that's all speculation, and I believe it was just a half-brother. Now, I find this fascinating. I find this all fascinating. I don't know why, but I do. So Kim Jong-un has his older half-brother killed just to make sure that there was no challenge to the throne, so to speak. So, like, could there be something similar, like with Kim Yo-jong? Like, what if, like, Kim Yo-jong kind of ends up taking over? Like, let's say Kim Jong-un dies tomorrow, and then Kim Yo-jong takes over, and then, oh no, the young daughter, she has a tragic accident. Oh no, how terrible. Oh, right? And then Kim Yo-jong kind of ends up being leader until, she dies at the ripe old age of 140 because Asian women live forever. So I don't know. It's quite fascinating. But people were saying, like, I watched a couple of videos on her, and it was like all the titles were like the most dangerous woman in the world, like the deadliest woman on earth, and they're saying Kim Yo-jong, which it kind of like, she's very weird. Like there's like video footage of her when because she goes to South Korea. Kim Yo-jong, South Korea visit. And she just has this look on her, like I don't even know how to explain it. There's this one. Yes, this, like this is the video. Like, this is it. Like, where she's just, like, I don't know. Like, I'm kind of like terrified of her, but turned on at the same time. I'm not sure how to feel. Like, it's kind of like my dick is scared stiff. I don't understand. I have these strange conflicting feelings with her. It's weird. So I don't know. AFK. All right. Well, Not Sure is not around. Fuck you, Not Sure. God damn it, Not Sure. All right. Let's get back to this. So what I was talking about in terms of this, right? Okay. So we need to clear out, because we need a fresh new slate of the ancient programming tools. So let's picture this as a top-down level is what we're gonna picture this now. We're gonna picture like we're over top, kind of like the mini-map camera, right? So maybe we have a road, and then here the road goes there, and then we have the road over here, and then it comes down here, and then it's gonna go over here, and then here's the intersection there, and then maybe it comes up here like that. Okay, right? Like, this is all gonna make sense in a second. Okay, so. And then you would have like a building over here. Like, that might be the apartment building, and then maybe there's another one over here, right? So what I was thinking, I hope you save all these masterpieces for later for later generations. Such a talent. Yes. I mean, they're saved on YouTube. They're saved on YouTube. I've talked about that before, how like I like the idea that maybe like my great-grandchild, who I'll probably never meet. Like, if I have great-grandchildren, I'll never meet them at this point. Like, my daughter, she's 32. I'm like 51. She would like, let's see, she would have to have a kid soon. And then that kid would have to, like, let's just say that, like, it's 16, right? Like I don't want to think about a 16-year-old getting pregnant, but it happens. It happens. So that would be 17 years from now, another child would be born, and I would be, well, I wouldn't even be 70. So I guess it's possible I could meet a great-grandchild. Okay. But I like to think, so like, maybe if I have a great grandchild, like later on in life, like, when I'm like fading out and I'm like, I'm like drooling, and then like, you know, I have this little like 3-year-old great grandchild, and then it's kind of cool where like he could be like, all right, well, I can go look at Grampy's Grampy's YouTube channel to see what kind of man he really was, and then that's scary in of itself. Okay, so here's our top down view of everything, and then we would have a guard. Let's see, so we would have a guard here. So what I'm saying is, what I was getting at was, if you are a player or an NPC and you exit, what happens now is the NPCs attack, and then they shoot, and then they kill you, and then everything's gone, right? You're just dead. But what I would like instead is that the guards basically say, get back inside, get back, you better get back, get over here, or whatever it is, right? And then, excuse me, they'll follow you, and then after a certain amount of time, so after, I guess there could be other conditions, but let's say that you don't get back to safety after 60 seconds. I'm just making up numbers. We can always tweak them later. But if you don't get back to safety after 60 seconds, then they start shooting. So the question there is, what is get back to safety? And I was thinking, okay, so that's why you have like these purple zones here. And then like, as long as you're inside this one or this one, the guards would stop they would stop pursuing you. They would stop following you, essentially. But does that make sense? I mean, I know it makes sense. I know, like, the way I'm explaining it, I know it makes sense because I'm an excellent communicator. But functionally doesn't make sense. Like, because then that's a kind of a way for the player to just kind of like go from one building to the other, and it's all right. Make a green zone for the player. That's what I was thinking, and that's what you know. Actually, I should color these. That's what these are, right? Let's see. Can I do a bucket? Where's the bucket? Is this just going to, right? Like that's what these would be. These would be the green zones. And if you had been around, not sure, you would have seen the Discord conversation I had with Matthew about this. But seeing as how you're too good for us these days, like you're like, oh no, I'm busy working. I gotta earn a living. Like, yeah, I see how it is. You and your priorities. I guess we can start there. We can always refine it and perfect it later. So, what I would like to be able to do. Okay, let's start. Okay, where are my states at? Let's see. Where are the states? Enemy NPCs. No, that's common. All right. Enemy NPCs. Okay. So I don't know why I name everything enemy like that. I guess it's easier to see like that. So enemy follow state, I think. Enemy follow state, which is which really will eventually just replace pursue state, right? So let's actually look at pursue. Let's actually put this over here. Okay, enemy follow state. Why is that red? Oh, probably because not everything is implemented. Okay. Let's see. We can get rid of this. Okay, yeah. Okay, show potential fixes. I want to explicitly implement back. Oh, why didn't it do it explicitly? I wanted you to do it explicitly. Fine. Really? All right, whatever. Okay, don't think about it too much. All right. So, So the pursue state is where we just made the fix with all of the like the destination, and we're gonna want something similar, right? target entity. These are actually very similar classes, and then we might actually be able to do like one derived from the other, or have them both derived from a common class. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We can just do some code duplication right now. All right, so let's see. Target entity is here. This is in the constructor. And this is, it's fine because this is not a mono behavior. So doing things in the constructor here is fine. What is this to do? Change me. Why? Whatever idiot wrote this code really needs to leave better fucking messages. I mean, what a fucking moron. All right. Yeah, I have no idea why that genius that wrote that would say this. Okay. This is a poor man's way to stop chasing. Check get blamed for who wrote it. I know who wrote it. I know who wrote it. This is a poor man's way to stop chasing. Eventually, we will want to be a little smarter. For example, if the NPC cannot see the target, then the NPC could go to the last position it saw the target. And if the target is not in range or not visible, then the NPC could return to the patrol state or return to previous state. Actually, don't we do that already? Let me read that again. If the target is not in range or not, okay, we don't do the visible part, then the NPC could read. I guess we could too. It was that not sure. God damn it, not sure. It's constantly. Apparently I blame not sure for a lot of things, and apparently I also often say fuck you, Matthew. Apparently I didn't realize I say that as often as I say it, but I guess I do. Let me look over here. All right, nothing interesting going on over there. Okay. So actually, do we want? I kind of want to work on the visualization thing. Basically all you need to do is just have a raycast from the chaser to the target and make sure there's nothing in between. And if there is, you can figure out what to do. Now, obviously, you don't want to do a raycast every frame. You have to be a little smarter about it. I would assume. I don't know how expensive raycasts are, but I assume they're not trivial enough where you can do them every frame. So we could just do it similarly to how we do the set destination, right? Like once a second or something. Raycasts are cheap as chips. Really? 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 Like, are they every frame cheap? Really? Every frame cheap. Really? I use them constantly in PolySkies for AI. Let's see. Let's ask AI. I wish I could find, because I know this woman. She has some kind of Gmail address. I'm sure she has like some Instagram account or something. Like, she has an online presence. There is some way to email or DM. Like, there is some way to contact her, right? Like, she might be user 13407 or something like that, right? Like, she might be like, she has some online presence, because I am sure, being the second in command in North Korea, she is one of the few that probably has internet, unfiltered internet at home. So she's like scrolling through like thirst traps on Instagram. Like so I just want to message her. I just want to talk to her. I think she might be our new North Star. I don't know. I mean, I know Francesca Estevez might be brokenhearted if she heard me say that. Francisca, I can't even spell. Francisca Estevez. Yep. I know Francisca might be a little brokenhearted if she heard me say that, but I don't know, because it's not so much about the way that this woman looks. It's just about like, oh, she's just so evil. It's hot. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Anyway, Okay, I want to see the crazy shit she does for fun. Like, oh, this woman, oh man, she probably just like tortures people for fun. She probably like, you know, stands like on this part of your hand with a heel and like, okay. Not sure says, yeah, like 3 bytes of information. I want to see what the crazy shit she does for fun. Even more performant is you tell Array which layer masks to look at. Well, I wanted to look at everything. Okay, I wanted to ask AI. In Unity, how cheap is a raycast? Is it dangerous to call? Is it raycast.ray? No. It's physics.raycast. Okay. Every frame. All right, let's see what this AI says. Short answer, a few raycasts per frame are cheap. Thousands per frame can get spicy. Long answer is it depends on what you're raycasting against, how often and how many. And that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so it's like anything else. But yeah, they do sound cheap. They check a raycast against spatial partitions. Okay. F:0430. Try to use more than one ray to make it better at corners too. And what do you mean by that? Like, are you talking about the AI looking around corners? So let's see. So if the AI is, let's see. So if the AI is here, right? And then the player, let's put the player here. And let's say there's a big building right here. All right. Easy, easy. So then he should not be able to see, right? Because of that corner. But the raycast would affect that. Like the raycast would collide with the building, so it should be okay. So yeah, so F:, if you could expand, because I'm not sure, like I'm sure I'm just not understanding. I'm sure it's not you, it's me. I love using non-alloc raycasts with targeted player masks. Oh yeah. Well, you know, everybody has a kink, right? Like, I like young Colombian actresses named Francesca Estevez. Matthew likes calling non-alloc raycasts with targeted player masks. To each their own. To each their own. I don't judge. Is she single? Let me see. Where's her wiki page? We got to see if she's single. Yeah, she's a little young. She's 25. 24. 23. Wow, that's a little too young, actually. It's a little too well. Okay, it depends on the purpose, right? Like, to marry, yes, too young. For like a relationship, yes, too young. For an evening, not too young. No. She's the daughter of a Colombian actress, Biana Naves, and half sister to Sebastian Garcia Naves, whose son is also an actor. All right, let's see. What does the mom look like? Because who was I telling this to the other day? I forget who it was, but I was telling somebody that, like, you know, you have to, like, if you're dating a girl and you're thinking long term, the best thing you can do if you want to get an idea, if you're like, well, what is she going to look like when she's 60, right? Like, what is she going to look like when she's like middle or later age? Look at her mother. Meet the mother, right? Meet the mother, right? Because everybody's beautiful at 24. Like, I mean, like, women especially. Like, they're like, most 24-year-old women, like 24-year-old women don't even have to try. They're just stunningly beautiful, right? But beauty fades most of the time. So let's see. Okay, so this Biana Navas is born in 1973, so she's like 53. All right, let's see what she looks like. Not a bad looking woman. I mean, you know, not a bad looking woman at all. Colombians, man. Colombian women are God, gorgeous. A 25-year-old woman is scientifically the most beautiful age. Yeah. So I remember my ex, the psychologist, she used to always tell me that like men, what was it? They would ask, they would show men an array of pictures of women and say, okay, like, they would ask, who do you want to marry and who do you want to have sex with? And the age most popular for marriage was like 17, but the age most popular for sex was 25, something like that. Or do I have those reversed? I don't know. She would always bring that up, but she would always say that like 17 and 25 are like the peak ages for women. 25, okay, I am out of this conversation. You know I love you, Hannah, but that's all I'm going to say. All right, so let's move on. No. Okay. Okay, what do we want to do? Do we want to do this follow thing, or do we want to make the pursue smarter? What do you guys think? Do we want? Okay, I'm gonna put a poll I'm gonna put a poll here. I use 3 arrays, 1 center and 2 for each circle capsule side. I'm still trying to follow what you're doing though. All right, let's put a poll in. Do we want to? Okay, let me see. How do I do this? Alrighty, easy. Wait a minute. Okay, there it is. Start a poll. Which do we want to work on? The new follow state or improving existing pursue state? All right. Let me know which one we're going to work on. I'm going to vote. Now remember, all votes are anonymous. We respect democracy here in this chat room. Granted, I am the dictator of this stream, but we do respect democracy. 2 votes already. Wait, it said 2 votes. No, okay, now it's back to 2 votes. I cannot, I know there's a comment, but look at this. I can't read the, I can't read the comment. There's a comment under Hannah's last comment, but I can't read it. All right, there's only 2 votes. I need a 3rd vote. Somebody vote. Somebody, come on. I need 1 more vote before I can close the poll. All right, 3 votes. All right, close the poll. And what was the result? Okay, there we go. The new follow state. All right. Okay, I bet it was Matthew that selected the pursue state. I just think it was Matthew. Text AI, not sure wants to work on the text AI system. I kind of would like to work on that too. No. Okay. All right. So the follow state, I guess we could kind of start. I mean, we can literally just kind of almost just copy this almost as it is but we're just going to be tweaking it. Now, that's why I was saying that, like, we probably could just make this like just have this like subclass from a common class, or make one a subclass of the other. But for now, we're just going to just do, this is another ancient programmer technique that programmers throughout all the ages of time have used. It's called copy and paste. It's a secret technique of programmers. But you have to use it with care and with skill. Use it wisely, because it can be dangerous. What's funny is that that's actually true. I mean, both of what I said, that like programmers throughout time have used it, and that it can be dangerous. Okay. So let's go back to our picture. What did we want to talk about? So what we want is we want them to follow without attacking. And then after 60 seconds, we want them to attack. Let's start with that, right? We're not even going to worry about the green zones yet. Let's just go there. So, all right. So we can keep this, the sound stuff. I mean, most of the detection range, this is a poor man's rate. Okay. I'm going to keep basically literally just keep a lot of this. Okay. Target entity. So we need some type of like, no. Float. What do we want to call it? I guess following time or how, or okay, so this is how long we've been following the target. Okay, perfect. We're not, ugh. Oh, come on. All right, whatever. Okay, so where do we enter pursue state? Let's see where we enter pursue state. So enemy idle, enemy investigate state. Now, what is this investigate state? Oh. Okay, so the investigate state was if they hear a gunshot, then they'll go investigate what that, like, oh, there was a gunshot. What? Well, let's go check. Oh, dear sir. Now, this is how Matthew talks. Dear sir, let's go check out that anomaly of a noise. Oh, yes, let's go. And then they go, and then they either attack or they just go back to doing what they were doing. Matthew, I know you guys like Henna. I'm not sure. You might have had a little bit of trouble understanding what I was just saying, but I was speaking Matthew's language there. I was like, oh dear, I must go check out that noise. Like that. That's how they speak. Okay. All right. Follow state. I still want to know why I wanted to change this. NPC target transform. Okay. So that's the investigate state. This is, yes, if you watch my videos, you'll hear me talk like they just like, I mean, like really like as a matter of fact, like I like to prank call Matthew's mother because she can't even tell the difference, right? Oh dear mommy, I would like some tea, please. And then she'll be like, oh, Matthew, you live so far away from me, you will have to make your own tea. And then he'd be like, oh, crikey. Like, I don't know why Matthew suddenly, like, uses crikey, but whatever. Like, the British and the Aussies, they have a strange relationship, so I'm not going to question it. Okay. Let's see. Like the audio portion of this, I'm just going to kind of undo. Like, I mean, I feel like audio and animation is like something we haven't even touched upon. Next fire time, we probably don't need that. All right. Target entity. Now, what am I doing up here? So NPC target. Okay, I remember this now, kind of. So yeah, I don't know if I like that. Okay, so I don't remember exactly what my thinking was, but what I did is for everything that is an NPC, I don't remember if I did on the player character or where I put, but basically I gave them a target a target field property, whatever you want to call it, a target. And that can be like what they're following, what they're chasing, what they're looking at, what they're listening, like that, like it's a target. I just don't know. For some reason, I felt that concept was important enough to give its own field in a very basic class, because that's an actual word, a very basic class. That's actually a common object-oriented terminology. Basic, look it up. It's true. It's not true. Okay, where is this defined? I'm curious. Target. This is in base NPC. Okay. The target the NPC is interested in. Example, the NPC this object is attacking or following or whatever, right? Okay. All right. But then, like, why do I have target entity here? Oh, okay. So I want to get the target. I want to get the game entity object. It's basically, I don't want to have to call get component every frame. So I just do it once in the constructor. And I know Matthew's going to freak out. Oh dear, you're using a constructor. You must change that post haste. But remember, this is not a mono behavior, so doing it in a constructor is okay. That's actually how Matthew talks. Like, you should watch his stream. He talks exactly like that. All right. Enter. It's not mono, you get a pass. Right. Yep. So where do I enter pursue today? So we have the idle state, which actually I'm going to change now. I think this should be guard. Idle and guard are slightly different, I would say. So enemy guard state. All right. Daniel's Solar Design Engineering. Hello, Addy. Hello, Daniels. Hello, Daniel's Solar Design. That is quite a name. Daniel's Solar Design Engineering. Are you one of the guys who's constantly calling me? So I get the same spam calls at least 3 times every week. Hey, oh, we're going to be in your neighborhood in the next couple of days inspecting roofs, and we're wondering, do you want to have your roof inspected? Like, I'm just going to start saying yes and just like have my roof inspected just like as often as humanly possible. Just constantly going to have people on my roof. There's that. And then like, hi, are you interested in solar panels? Because we have a special now for Virginia homeowners. And it's like, oh, Jesus Christ. Just Jesus Christ. Bro, that's my client email. Well, why are you coming in YouTube with your client email? Come on. All right. All right. Okay, so we changed that. Okay, follow states. So basically, set destination, this is all the same. I mean, I feel like we could have like kind of like a generic like follow state class and then pass it like some lambda of functionality. Like, no. Let's just keep it all separate. I'm trying to get too fancy. Okay, so yeah, if we're just constantly updating the destination. We're not going to worry about shooting because we're only following. And then, okay, so if distance is less than detection range, set the destination. Okay, so this is, we enter this in here, the target is out of range, right? And then we pop this state. This is an attack state. Okay. So basically we want, okay, follow time. We want a private float, follow time threshold. 30 seconds. How long to follow before attacking? All right. Addy, I love you. I am social media executive. So when I got time, I watch people's on YouTube like you. Well, you know what, Daniel? I feel like we just met. I love you too. I do. I really do. Not sure says roof and people will break your shit and then take a picture of it. Actually, I need to call my insurance company because I have some siding that's coming off, and I think it was the storm that did it. Daniel is with a bunch of hearts. Actually, not sure. That is actually an excellent point. I think if I do that, I should have my drone and just like have the drone just go up and just like bzzz, just watching. Oh, that would be awesome. Actually, have the drone watch them the entire time they're on the roof. Okay, follow time threshold. Yeah, I guess we could make this read only. We can make it read only for now. Destination. We got out. Okay, so we pop the state. We don't want to. Okay, so this is if the distance is less than the stop distance. I forget what the distance at which the NPC will stop moving towards the target. Okay. So we don't want to do anything if we're in the stop distance, right? Okay, the stop distance, yeah. So if the NPC gets close enough, and then you can't see that. You can't see that. That's terrible. You get close enough, and now you're within the stop distance. Then you start shooting. So in this follow, like we can pretty much ignore the stop distance, right? We don't need to deal with the stop distance because we're not going to start shooting unless the timer runs out. And if the target's out of range, we go back to our previous state. So now we need to... Are you making a game? Yes, I am. Check the comment section for details on the game that I am making. All right, Daniel. By the way, am I on Twitch? Am I on Twitch or Kick? Twitch Addy Goes Places. Let's look. No, I'm not on... Am I on Kick? Isn't it Kick? Kick.com? Is it Kick.com or Kick TV? Okay, Kick TV, Kick.com. That's not me. That's not me. I thought I was multi-streaming. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not. All right. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Okay, so what do we want to do? How do we want to do this? Follow time. The annotation for nullable reference types should only be used in code within the... Oh, okay. All right. What is it? Is it nullable enable? Yeah. All right. Hey, guys, what do you think about the idea of just abandoning this game and writing a programming language? You want to do that? You just want to like completely just shift gears on this channel and just write a program? Or what if we just completely shift gears and start writing a chat program? How do you feel about that? Not sure says no. Well, not sure. You were here when I started writing the chat program. Remember way back in the day? It was over a year ago now. It was over a year ago. Way long ago. I remember I think it was between Thanksgiving and Christmas of 2024. This is a team effort. It is a team effort. What do I want to do? I want to do... No. What is it? Is it time plus follow time or follow timeout, I guess. Right. And then okay, so if the target is alive, we can just go back. I mean, if the target's dead, we can go back. We keep following. There's the distance, and then if it's out of range. So here, if time.time is greater than or equal to follow stop time, transition to the attack state. Yeah. So we could do... So we go to the pursue state is what we do. Yeah, we go to the pursue state. Basically this. So enemy pursue state takes to the constructor. It takes the NPC to which this state is attached. Right. So that's this. Yep. And then the target transform that the NPC will pursue. So that's NPC target, isn't it? This is messy. This is so messy. Game entity, target entity. Yeah, target entity. Bro, I am so tired after all day. Are you Robbie? It sounds like Robbie. Bro, I am so tired after all day work. I wish I see your whole stream, but now I have sleep, man. You are looking like Heisenberg from Breaking Bad. I'll take that as a compliment. You know, he turned 50 at the beginning of this. At the beginning of the show, Heisenberg turned 50, and I think at the end he was only 53. So, you ever like Breaking Bad? Like it aired over the course of like 7 years, but I think only like 3 years passed in the show. You need a diagram to show class relationships. All right. Whatever, Mr. Pronoun Boy. Whatever. You and your diagrams. Take you and your diagrams and your pronouns, and you go back to England, Pronoun Boy. All right. Sorry. I gotta stop making fun of Matthew. I gotta stop teasing him. Okay, let's just see if we get here. I had McDonald's for lunch today. It was so disappointing. Not sure. You're still on the West Coast, because the thing is like we got snow. Like we got a fair amount of snow and ice, but this was, and not sure, I believe you've lived in this area for pretty much your entire life, similar to me. And I know you're younger than me, but you're not that much younger than me. So the point of that is I know that Not Sure has seen some snowstorms in the Washington, D.C. area. And we definitely get them, right? Like we don't I would say we get 3 to 5 snow events per winter. And a lot of time, like those snow events might be like a half inch, or it might be 6 inches. And there might be winters where we get nothing. I mean, it is not uncommon to have a winter where like we just don't get any snow. It happens. It's rare, but it does happen. But I would say that snow events where we get 6 to 8 inches of snow, they're not uncommon. They're not the most common thing, but they're not uncommon. And this storm was about 5 to 6 inches of snow, and then maybe another 2 to 3 inches of just like gunk, like ice and shit and sleet. The point is that this snowstorm was nothing. It was not an anomaly, right? It wasn't like a once in a lifetime event. Yet when I went driving around today, I was actually very surprised at the lack of plowing that had been done. Write your own joke, Hannah. No, but I was actually like astonished at how little plowing had actually been done on not major roads, but on roads that you would think like, oh, it's been like 24 hours. I'm surprised they still haven't plowed this road. And with that, I was also astonished by how much shit was closed. Because again, this was not like this like 2-foot blizzard that just knocked out civilization. Like it wasn't anything like that. But the amount of stores that were closed, I was just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, has this area completely forgotten how to handle fucking 6 inches of snow? Well, apparently 6 inches is too much for some people. God, the jokes write themselves. Not Sure says, I'm a genius for not going back to DC this past weekend. No. Let's see. Daniel says, so when you will make meth with Jesse? Well, Matthew's my Jesse, and we're making meth. That should be the name of the game, meth. Oh, wait, I wanted to check. So I leave on Saturday, and I believe there's a snow event coming Saturday. Let me check. Because I was actually looking at this earlier, and I was like, huh, okay, so 2 inches, but I know that some models are actually saying this could be significantly more. And my wife was like, oh, but she's like, oh, my friend said 2 feet of snow. And I'm like, you sure you don't mean inches? All right, so let's see. Yeah, 2.4 inches. Man, it is going to be chilly this week. Lows in the single digits all week. And then after that, winter is pretty much over, I think. I think in the next 2 weeks, winter is going to be over. All right. Okay. So let's see if we get this. All right. So so instead of the pursue state, I'm going to change it to follow state. So if they're idle, no, wait a minute. Wait a cotton picking minute. Okay. So the guards, when they're in the guard state, then they're going to come over to, they're going to go to follow, not pursue, follow. Yeah, these names are very, let me make sure. Okay, so this is just going to be enemy follow state right here. There we go. Okay. And we're going to set a breakpoint here, and then we're going to attach. Okay, let's see how this goes. Not sure says, Matthew, the fewer PRs I do, the more valuable they are. Daniel, bro, there is a bit of snow on your head. Ah! That's all there is, because there's certainly no hair on my head. Come on. Come on. Give me 1 second. I'm closing Outlook. I didn't want Outlook to, just pop up a bunch of stuff it shouldn't pop up. Okay. I don't know why this isn't just, I thought this was, okay, all right, whatever. I'll manually start this. I'll manually start it if that's what you want me to do. Yeah, so I have these business meetings next week in Rome. Very fancy. Very, very fancy. I have to meet with these guys that work for the same company I do. And then I have to meet with a company that we're doing a partnership with. And then I have to meet with a customer for which we're spending all this money on. So it's going to, and so which means now, like I have these, right? Like I have these very visible, I mean, I already have very visible tattoos, but I have these hand tattoos. And I'm like, okay, I don't know. I'm not sure what to do about those. I'm always a little self-conscious of those, but I'm just like, but the way I kind of look at it is like, if you go in there and you're confident and you don't, if you can exhibit to them that you know, or you can demonstrate to them that you know your shit, they're not going to care. Okay, let's see what happens. All right, green guy, you stay here. I'll be back. All right, let's go on down here. Okay. Okay, so they should follow me. Okay, so here we go. We hit this breakpoint. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to get into the follow state. Let's just mind our P's and Q's and make sure we actually get into the follow state. Okay. And we should enter it immediately, which is where this is going to come in. Okay. And then we should be okay. So they're following a little bit. Okay, yeah. Come on. Come on. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, I want to see when that comes out. Okay, okay, wait a minute. Do this. Wait a minute. I think this comparison's bad. Yeah, I think that's bad. Follow stop time. Oh, no, 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 no. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right, guys, come on. Seriously. I'm flattered, but come on. Guys, I'm not into it. I'm not into it, fellas. Okay, so we've hit this, and now this is when they should start attacking. And there they go, they're attacking. Okay, so this is excellent. Okay, let's do something else. What is that audio software? Oh, come on. I've talked about it on here before, and I couldn't remember the name of it. What's the name of it, guys? This? Is it WavePad? Okay. Testing. Oop. In order to record using the selected sound device, your channel sample rate needs to be adjusted. To proceed, blah, 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 with yes, apply. Oh, wait, did I just, oh, I hope I'm not messing. Okay, well, we'll see what we, okay, gotta go. Flying Callie, pray for me. Oh, fine. What? Go to hell, not sure. I don't like you anyway. Blah, 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 blah. Not sure is gay. Blah, 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 blah. Not sure is gay. Okay. So, let's see. Well, okay, we're going to do some voice acting is what we're going to do. Hey, you! Get back inside! All right. Hey, you! Get back inside! Hey, you! Get back inside! All right, let's see what we can do with this. How can we make my voice sound even sexier than it already does? Because I mean, let's be real. Like, I mean, this is like audio chocolate coming right through the speakers. Like, come on, come on, come on. All right, effects. Let's see. Echo. Hey, you! Get back inside! Hey, you! No, that's stupid. Reverb, no envelope. Voice. All right. Isolate, speed and pitch change. Hey, you! Get back inside! 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 Hey, you! Back inside! Hey, you! Get back inside! Hey, you! There we go. That sounded pretty good. Hey, you! Get back inside! Hey, you! Get back inside. Bro, make a good night reply to me because I love you since I opened this stream. I'm glad you do, man. Join the yeah, what Matthew's telling you. Let's just be honest. You love Matthew, all right? Let's just be honest. Like everybody loves the Matt man, the Mathinator. Mathlicious. Hey, you, get back inside. All right, let's see. What else can we do with this? Hey, you. Get back inside. Hey, you. Get back inside. Hey, you. Hey, you. Get back inside. Oh, I don't know what that was. I don't know what I just did. I don't want to. I don't like it. I don't know what I just did. I want to undo that.
Hey, you! Get back inside!
Okay, amplify. We got some effects over here on the left-hand side. Let's see.
Hey, you! Get back inside! Hey, you!
I'm just going to start messing with stuff.
Hey, you! Get back inside! Hey, you! Get back inside!
There we go. I think that's good. Okay. And then, wait a minute. Do we want to...
Hey, you! Get back...
Maybe reduce that just a little bit.
Hey, you! Get back inside!
I feel like it could be reduced even more.
Hey, you! Get back inside! Hey, you! Get back inside!
Okay. So we'll save this as a wave, and then we'll save it. Where do the sounds go? All right, so we got this here. Where do you want to put this? Assets. I believe it's under game. Luan, what are you doing up here? Sounds. Gunshot music. Let's see. I know I have other audio. I don't know where that is. Sorry, I can't join Discord with my client email. He will kill me. He won't mind. He'll also never know. So I say you just do it anyway. Just do it. I got asked today if I had started preparing for the trip. I was like, nope, I certainly have not.
Hey, you! Get back inside!
Okay. Why didn't I save that? I literally just had the folder and then I didn't. Oh, wait, because I wanted to do something else. I wanted to... I wanted to see where... Ugh. All right. That's a little too much. All right, all right, all right. That's going to take a minute. All right, I'm just going to save it. Assets, game, sounds. I'm just going to save it here. Get back inside wave. All right.
Hey, you! Get back inside!
Now, I think if I'm not mistaken, Unity should just pick that up right away. And then there is something else. So how to do audio. So I think what I did, I think I have an audio source on the NPC object, right? All right. So the base NPC, let's look at base NPC. Excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you. All right, so I do have this audio source here. The audio component for playing NPC sounds. So the other way I did this, how did I do this? I don't know. Play one shot warning sound. So I have to load it. Yeah, that's what this is. So enemy follow state. I'm doing that in the constructor. I got to be careful though, because these constructors can be called during play. Right? Like this enemy follow state can be called during play. During game time. Yake Online. Hello. It's been a minute since we've seen Yake Online. How you doing, sir? Or madam? Or they, them? Or Zeezer? How are you doing? if you have any questions about your pronouns, talk to Matthew, the pronoun expert over here. But Yake Online, it's great to see you. Good to see you. No, I forgive you for that, Matthew. I know why you did it too. I know why. And you did it because as men, we have all done shit for women that we never would have done otherwise. Yep. Yake Online, how's development going? It's going, man. It's going. It's going well. I'm trying to remember what I remember about Yake Online. I don't think Yake Online's in the Discord, but for some reason I want to say you're Californian. Or not. I can't remember. Yeah. All right. Let me see. Okay, so this is sound. Oh. Wait a minute. Where is this at? Okay, so we have this assets folder, and I believe that is the, like, when I pragmatically, and this is a question that Matthew should be able to answer, when I do this resources.load sounds/freeze, that is looking in a folder called sounds in the asset folder, correct? Right? Like this is relative to the assets folder. And you say no. Okay. Then it's relative to what? Is it relative to the game folder? No, that doesn't make sense. Is it relative to, what is it relative to? You should make a resources folder for loading dynamic files. Well, that doesn't, well, I got one right here. I miss her. Oh, I miss her so much. Okay, calm down. All right. Yeah, I just got files all over the place. What the hell's going on here? Okay, get back inside. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to delete this. Okay, so then that is relative to the resources folder. So that's interesting. Okay, so sounds freeze. Okay, get back inside. Get back inside. Bro, there's a creature walking behind you. What the fuck? No. Hi, Mulan. That's my dog. I think somebody downstairs in the kitchen is cooking, and he does not like it when things are being cooked, though he does like to eat the results. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Audio clip. Get back inside sound. Okay, get back inside sound. And then we have this NPC audio source play get one shot. So I guess when we enter, we can do this.npc explanation point audio source play one shot get back inside sound. Okay. Now the sounds in general are very quiet, and I'm not sure what's up with that. And I'm trying to remember, like, this is not the best way to do this. I remember very early on in the development, I remember saying something. Oh, I think it's with mixers, right? Okay. Because you can, like, define what mixer, or I might not be using the correct terminology, but basically it's a way to segment audio so that you could have like your music audio, your sound effects audio, your UI audio, and then you could set different volumes for each one. Oh, shit. What the fuck? Holy crap. Oh, my God. You terrified me. Oh, my God.
I've been here for a minute. You scared me.
Oh, my God. Oh.
Let's go downstairs.
I had no idea she was there.
I've been here for
All right. I'll be down in a couple minutes. God, that terrified me. Thank you. Thank you. What is it? Oh, it's gyoza. Give me a fucking heart attack. Jesus Christ. Okay. The sound effects channel in the master mix is low. Okay. How do I fix that? Let's see how I fix that. How do I fix that? Audio master. This is how I fix it. Do I fix it through here? Sound effects. Pitch onto. Okay. So these are the different channels in the mixer I could use. Okay. Bye, Addie. Hope your hairline came back. My hairline's never coming back, dude. Never coming back. Is he trying to troll me because I'm bald? Okay. No, you hurt my feelings, man. I'm going to cry now. Thanks. Okay. How does this work? Okay. Volume. I'm going to pump this up. Pump it all the way up. Let me see. No, don't ban him. Leave him alone. Oh, God, not 20. I can do 5. Come on. What? Open.
Hey you, get back inside.
Okay, so they're both saying it, so that makes sense. All right. That makes sense. All right. Okay, so that's coming through the sound effects channel. Is that defined on the... That must be the audio source. So where does this thing get created? Let me see. Get component audio source. So it's on the prefab. All right. No. Nope. 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 So on the prefab? Wait. Base NPCs attached to something. I'm trying to understand. Let me go down to game assets. NPC, enemy NPC, station guard. So somewhere here. Nah, Addie, I love you. Actually, I'm also bold like you. Hey, nothing wrong with bald kings, man. Bald kings, unite. All right. So this is it. Okay. So I grabbed the audio source component, and I guess it would be on this audio. I guess it would be on this component where I would define whether this should go on the sound effects, the master, the music, snapshot, UI, whether. Okay. So let's go with that. Where is it that I do that? Oh, I think it has something to do with the audio mixer group or something. Excuse me. I mean, I'm not saying I want to do it right now. I'm just trying to understand where I do it. Is that the only audio source? for that NPC. Yeah. I think. Is usually the output mixer group. Okay. Like I said, because I'm a genius. Okay, but what would I put here? Let's see. Okay. Ah, okay. So are these predefined? Can I add a new one? Audio. Audio mixer? No, that is an audio mixer. Audio random container. So each, I added them ages ago. Open the existing mixer. Oh, and then here I can add a new one. Oh. Delete group and children. Okay. Wait, what? What did I just delete? What did I just delete? I have no idea what I just deleted. I was trying to delete this. Oh my God. Okay, remove. Oh, I think I did duplicate. Okay. All right. All right. All right. We're good. Okay, so then on this over here. Okay, that's where, okay, got it. Got it. Okay, got it. So it would be safe. It would be safe to do this. What is audio generator? Oh, that's just the sound? But I guess it doesn't make sense to set it if I want that audio source to play multiple sounds. I just had an idea. So I'm trying to think. When we exited the building, both NPCs shouted, "Get back inside!" Right? What is a good extensible way to have it so that only one of them said it? So there needs to be some type, and this is a problem that I keep coming back to in general, is that there needs to be some type of cooperation. So I'm thinking we have target. We could also have, I just want it to be a base NPC. Partner. But then now my mind, of course, is going to, well, what if you have more than one partners? Okay, fine. No. This is not a polyamorous game, okay? This is a very strictly monogamous game, okay? Just one partner for everybody. That's all you get. Okay, this is actually a very interesting problem, the more I'm thinking about it on the fly right now. Because how could you do it in a generic way so partners take action? I'm trying to think of how to genericize this. So there could be an action that the partnership has to take, that only one person in the partnership has to take. Make a singleton NPC state service where an NPC can take a speaking now slot and end any others that get denied. I'm not sure how I feel about having it as an external mechanism. Let's see. Gun shoot. Okay. So if I'm inside of enemy follow state, right? And then we enter. Could do something like this partner. Take action, and then inside of here, I don't know what the sin. Okay, so this is obvious. This is not production code. Okay, I know this will not compile, so just calm down. This is not production code. All right, now that we got that out of the way. Okay, so what I'm thinking is this would be enemy. Oh no, this gets really tricky. This gets tricky. Okay, but let's just go with the idea, right? And then you just pass, and here you just pass a lambda, where in our case, the lambda would simply be this dot, oh, Jesus Christ. This dot NPC dot audio source play one shot, right? Whatever it is. Get back here sound, or you know what, get back inside sound. Okay, so that's that. Okay. Let's see. So if it's class base NPC, maybe you could literally drag the NPC class into the other NPC class, and you can check the audio is playing. No, I don't like the idea of checking. Like, checking is not the right answer. I want it in a generic way. This is what I'm going towards. So that you can define a partnership. And right now we're just going to restrict the partnership to just two things, two NPCs, right? And then you basically have the partnership take action. And then whatever mechanism this is, that's the one who decides. And actually, so you could have a class partnership. Okay. Right. And then the partnership is, I mean, literally you just have one public base NPC, partner 1, partner 2. Partner 1, partner 2. Public void take action. This could literally be, yeah, perform action. So here, here I'm discreetly calling this partner 1. You could even like have it like randomized, like var yeah, like the AI knows var random, pick random partner. And then random perform action, right? So, yeah. The only thing I don't like so far I feel like the state or the individual there has to be something that tells the partnership class, like, oh, take this thing into consideration when deciding which partner performs the action. But maybe that can be an enhancement. Maybe we don't have to address that, right? I mean, like right now, we could literally just have partner one always do it. Or just pick a random partner. All right. Right? So here you would have this. It would be attached to the NPC. Now, I got to remember, this is being called on two things. This is going to get called twice. Okay. I don't like this solution. So, okay. So what I'm getting at is you got to remember this is going to get called twice, right? Because this state, one state exists per NPC. So we actually haven't solved the problem here. So what you would need, and I'm not saying this is the solution, but this is a naive solution. What you would do is you could have some, I don't know, you could have some, their dictionary. I keep wanting to call them a map, but they're a dictionary or no, just an array. All right. An array of performed actions, right? So what this does is this takes some type of unique identifier, action ID, and basically if action ID exists in performed actions, then just return. Otherwise, perform the actual action, which I'm just going to change this. Text. Okay. That was horrible. That made things much worse. All right. Whatever. We'll just stick with this. Okay. So, and then you pass in this, like 1, 2, 3. That's the action ID. So this is how you guarantee that it only gets performed once. Now, again, I'm not saying that is the solution. That is just a solution. Maybe we can come up with a better one. But we need some type of check like that. I mean, maybe that's actually not such a bad solution. That was good broccoli. Broccoli always makes me fart. Broccoli gives me a ton of gas. So we need to think about prerequisites for the action. And what I mean by that is we want some way that with the action, like you could even have another lambda maybe. Like something where you can say like, I don't know, some way to say that, okay, here's an example. Some way to say that I can only perform this if my health is above 50. And so that the partnership call of take action can take that into consideration. I guess actually maybe you don't have that might actually be a bad example because then you could just simply do if health greater than 50, right? Then you do this. So maybe you don't need that. Maybe you don't need that. Actually, okay. Maybe the more, let me think about that. So maybe you don't need any type of prerequisite, because the caller is the prerequisite. So the caller, yeah. Oh, there's another. Okay, so the caller is the prerequisite checker, which makes sense. Okay, problem solved. Easy. I was also then my mind went to, okay, well, what about concurrency? But there is no concurrency in update, so it's always one after the other. So concurrency is not an issue, right? Like update is always one after the other. It's serial. It's not concurrent. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that is the case. I'd make a static field with last frame that this sound played, and it's equal to about the current frame. It means that it's already been played. Well, and that would work. So I'm thinking more generically. I'm not thinking, I mean, like that would work for like playing the sound. But I'm thinking about like, I'm trying to think about this more generically. I'm trying to think about it like not just playing a sound, but like any kind of arbitrary action that NPCs could do. Whether it's play a sound, whether it's fire, whether it's run, or like, whatever it is. This is an interesting problem. I like this. This is interesting. I'm about to wrap up. Obviously, we're not going to get this done. Let me check in the code I have. But I think I'm probably gonna go downstairs and work on this, because I find this is actually really interesting. It's interesting coming up with patterns like this and trying to abstract things out. But like I was saying, like the goal here, F : is to like the goal is to have some type of cooperation for generic actions, not just for a sound. But and that's why I have this like I like this idea, partnership dot take action, and then you pass in a lambda the action with some type of action identifier. Yeah, let me check in the code I have, and I think I'll see what I get done tonight, and maybe we'll work on this some more tomorrow. Branch off, dev, follow state. But like it's happened a couple of times where I've realized that there needs to be some type of cooperation between the NPCs. Of course, now I can't think of another example. Oh, what is going on? Why is the old seaport? Why is old seaport changing? What happened here? Okay, so the horizontal vertical spotlight, that's from last night. Output text is junk. Let me just delete that. Okay, audio mixer. Okay, that was the volume. All right, I'll add that. That's fine. Base NPC. Okay, I added the partner thing. I'm not sure I'm ready to even commit that. I don't want to commit that just yet. Enemy pursue. What did I change in the pursue state? Okay, yeah, I added some more of like the checking of when updating set destination. I don't know what's up with all these materials getting changed. Big shared AI consciousness, something like that. Check out hash set data structure. Maybe you don't need to come up with IDs then. Yeah, like I was thinking of like, could you hash the action? Actually, that's a good idea. Yeah, you hash the action, and then that way you don't have to pass in an ID. But that might be problematic too. And then we also we need to think about like clearing out, right? Because like this, if I go back over to this over here, the performed actions, it's going to have to be cleaned up, right? Like, because let's take the example of playing the sound and the get back inside, because if I then go back inside and then come out again, you want to play it again. So there has to be something. Yeah, there has to be something that clears out the action, the performed actions. Anyway, there's a lot to consider, but no, it's a cool problem. Okay, enemy idle state. Okay, so that's just me changing. I think no, wait, who? What? Oh, I changed it to enemy guard state, I believe. Let me see. Enemy guard state, yeah. Get back inside, wave media. All right. Okay, follow state. Yep, want to check that in. Horizontal spot. Okay, we don't need that. We don't need the material. And I don't want to check in base NPCs. So let me... Starting to implement. All right, boys. I'm checking in the code. I'm going to go downstairs, hang out on the couch for the rest of the evening. I'm going to enjoy Diet Mountain Dew, going to watch some YouTube videos, and I am going to rest up so that I can perform another amazing stream for you guys tomorrow. Look at this. We actually did some actual software engineering. Like we were like actually programmers tonight. Oh my God. Ah. All right, boys. I'll see you tomorrow, 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Be sure to check out the Discord. Click and subscribe. Have a great night. Bye.